Hello everyone, welcome to another video from me, Full Metal, and today we're going to not only watch I would say, decent replay of myself, but also kind of explain how to know when to be aggressive and when not to be, and what kind of signs to look for. So without further ado, we will start the battle. And as we are loading into this battle, I'm platooning with two other people from my clan. Josh and Kelmain, two very good players, and they're quite fun to play with. But I am in the 60 TP today, using a non-conventional build, one that I watched Ayuxin play, and I tend to very much like being able to hit my targets consistently. And 60 TP without a bunch of aiming stuff, it gets a little tricky. Granted, the snapshot directive is a little overkill, but we are going to move our way into kind of the normal heavy area of G3, G2, F2, that kind of spot. And right away, we can see that the enemy team has one tier 10 heavy and two tier 10 heavies, whereas we have two tier 10 heavies and one tier 9 heavy. That's what I meant to say. So right off the bat there, and I'm going to pause the recording, right off the bat there, I see that we're at a clear advantage because we have two very heavily armored tier 10 heavy tanks, and they just have the 277, which arguably isn't all that well armored in comparison. So already I know, okay, I am a dominant threat in this startup. How can I best use this to my advantage? We'll continue. And we right away see the Lorraine 40 ton and the Object 277, and I take a quick snapshot at him. And shot at the worst part I could have shot at. Not for some reason I was thinking the turret was the weak spot. It was not. So right now I'm baiting this 277 to shoot at me. And he does. And then I realize, wait a minute. This Lorraine can't do anything to my turret at all. And I can pen his whole hull with my AP shells very easily. So if I can just keep baiting this 277 to take a shot at me, I can just pop out and take out this Lorraine. And I can do this because they have no support in the back that I can see. So I can pop out, slap him for 700 damage, and get back to safety before the 277 has time to reload. Now the Lorraine is a one-shot in terms of what my firepower is. So again, doing the same thing, trying to get this 277 to lob another shell into me. And we can see that our E50M is having a rough day. We'll just giggle at him on the side. But here I am waiting. I just want to make sure that I'm good to go. What's this 277 doing? Is there anyone that's going to surprise me come around the corner? And I'm thinking, you know what? I have the HP. I don't see anyone. Let's just go out, take a shot from 277 in the Lorraine. I managed to bounce the 277, and I shut down the Lorraine 50 ton. And so I'm like, great. I now own this kind of side of the map. I just have the 277 to deal with, and potentially the E4 if he comes around the corner. But then I get hit by a waffle that does just got the little small gun on it, so it doesn't do really much damage. I understand, okay, I can't advance that way anymore. I have to go around and see what I can do to duel this 277. I take a look behind me on the minimap. I see I've got a Ho-Ri supporting me, so I know that I can be aggressive here. I can look for an angle, take a shot, and I do take a shot from him as well. But I know he can't crack back on me on the reload, because if he does, the Ho-Ri has me covered. And the 277 knows that. 277 takes a swing. I'm like, okay, I'm just going to commit. I have the hit points. I have the damage. Take a bit of a lucky shot there, as the reticle was orange and he's bouncing his gun in the way. Then I see our Ho-Ri's coming in to try and take the final swing. And I do believe he actually misses. He does miss here. And right now I just noticed on the mini-map that the RU is coming from behind, so I turn as fast as I can, and I manage to get a good shot to him. I don't think the RU is expecting me to pay attention to the minimap, which we'll pause again. Just to talk about minimap awareness and why it's so important to watch your minimap at all times. Because even though that RU was spotted the whole time, I didn't have a bell or anything telling me that he was going to come up behind me. I had to be paying attention to the minimap myself. And normally I play with my minimap much larger than this, but just for recording purposes, I make it a lot smaller so it can fit better on most viewers' screens. As I have I believe a 32, 34 ultra wide monitor, so it makes it a little skewed. Anyways, we'll continue back into this. Now the RU shut down. Again, I'm getting shot by the waffle, but this time he's right in front of me, and I think, okay, I can absolutely go take him. I know he's got the baby gun, so I'm at least a 3 shot for him, if nothing goes crazily wrong. I see the Centurion's coming up behind, so I'm trying to get around this corner before I get shot in the rear. And I just managed to before I get spotted. Unfortunately, I didn't help the Ho-Ri here, but I was focused on getting this waffle out as I was most scared of him. Get a very good HE blast into him. Get a little bit of ram damage, and here I make a little bit of a mistake of not... If I go forward here instead of reverse, I would have had a shot on him. But instead I don't have a shot. So now I'm down to a 2 shot thanks to the artillery and the waffle. And so I take a shot and I get a unlucky RNG bounce, or not, excuse me, not bounce, but just a shot into the dirt. I take another big chunk from artillery. So now I'm a good chance a 1 shot for the waffle. And as you can see, I swapped from my HE round back to my AP round, as I realize I don't need HE to finish off this waffle. I could just do it with an AP round and it has much higher pen, obviously. I'm still playing safe, as I don't know where the artilleries totally are, as well as... yeah, well, that. Now he's out of the picture. I don't even get spotted for that. The waffle gets spotted by our VK, so I'm like, perfect. I can go and kind of sneak around him, get another shot into him, and hopefully wrap this game up. And just kind of show that this 60TP can hard carry. You just got to be apparent or aware of the map. And that is that. We end the game with 5,800 damage and a arguably fairly easy win, simply because I knew when and where to make the aggressive play. I knew the Lorraine, if he didn't get aggressive against me beginning and start chipping at my hit points and attack, and realizing when he didn't attack me when I was reloading, that okay, I can go bully him. I just need the 277 to shoot because he's the only real threat. And then I can get rid of the Lorraine, I can move up, I can try and get to the 277, create another one-on-one, and just slowly chip away with my arguably large amount of damage for a heavy take. And that is that. That is my little advice is A, map awareness, B, understanding your team's loadout and the enemy team's loadout, and C, seeing what tanks are actually in front of you and not overcommitting before you have a good read of the battlefield. And as I said, I knew there was just the Lorraine and the Object 277 that were in my sights, and I wasn't getting hit by anything else until later when the waffle started to pick apart at me. So, thank you all for watching, and I hope you all have a good rest of your day.